What's up everybody, Cursing Mushroom here, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. So this video is going to be about this week at Bungie for February 22nd, 2018. Now, the reason I'm coming with this TWAB, as they call it, is because there's a few things I want to talk about and get kind of you guys, I want to know what you feel about them, you know? I kind of pick your brain a little bit because there's some things on here that, but we'll get to that. So let me just read it a little bit. And we'll talk about it. So first things first, they're just talking about, Future War Cult is aiming for its first win in the faction rally event, but won't be taken easily. New Monarchy is eyeballing a third victory. So on and so forth. Pretty self-explanatory, nothing like crazy. But the main important stuff is the development roadmap and another part which we'll get to. So let me read this for you guys, and so that way you can understand what's going on here. So course correction, what they're doing is they're changing some things, but it's not for like the bad, so be mindful of that. The most important element of making a plan is being open to the fact that it will change. We've updated the Destiny 2 development roadmap with some new information. Exotic repetition reduction and Nightfall Strike unique rewards have each been moved out to Destiny Update 1.1.4. Additionally, exotic weapon and armor sandbox changes have been delayed to Destiny 1.2.0 to grant proper time to test and implement these changes. Teams are at hard work ensuring these upcoming features not only meet a proper quality bar, but also don't endanger other aspects of the game with potential bugs or issues. We'll keep you updated every step of the way to make sure you know what to expect when these items are released. So let's take a look at it here. Now it's going to be a little goofy on the screen here. Let me there we go. Let me center it for you. It's a little bit more visible because I've got two different size monitors. Okay, so check it out here. So if you noticed here, this is the one they just recently deployed, and this is the one that will be coming the 27th. The 0.3 is what I'll call it. And what you've noticed here, they've changed some things. They've moved the exotic repetition and the Nightfall Strike unique rewards to this location. As they've said before, and we've kind of read it before, I've done it on some of my videos on some of the TWABs. You know, these features have their delivery dates revised since the last publication of this roadmap. These right here, these three items here, and this one here. So they want to make sure that everything's going correctly. And I think this is a good thing. I don't want them just to put something out half baked. You know, it's got to be, if it's a baked potato, I want it soft in the center. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure we get in those things. So these are good things. It sucks to see them be delayed, but remember before they did say that some things will be delayed if necessary, that those in the yellow were kind of like those things that even this could be moved back again if it doesn't work properly. So be mindful of that. Note that on the 27th, we're going to be seeing the Nightfall scoring and high score tracking, Destination Emblem variants, Crucible Emblem variants, Nightfall Emblem variants, Fire Team members on Destination map, can't wait, that's fantastic. PC public text chat, I like that because I don't have a lot of people I play with on PC personally, kind of just roam around, but I enjoy it. Companion mod shader interactions, and then obviously the Prestige Nightfall Challenge cards, which is what has been moved. Okay, so we're going to close this, and then we're going to make this recenter for you guys. All right. So let's continue. So, okay. So this is kind of what I was going to ask you guys about, was the Say My Name, and see what you guys think about it. I'm kind of like, so let's talk about it first. Next week, Destiny Update 1.1.3 will introduce Nightfall Strike scoring, the first version of the Prestige Nightfall Challenge card and Emblem variants. I'm okay with that. 2 weeks ago, we went through the Nightfall emblems are changing. Joining us again to go a bit deeper, here's Senior Designer Lead Tyson Green to talk about the upcoming emblem and aura changes. Now, this is Tyson here talking, and he's going to pretty much tell us what's going on, and then we can discuss a little bit. So, emblems in Destiny have been positioned as a vanity collectible with a few exceptional and popular emblems that reflect noteworthy achievements. In D2, we started to pivot emblems more towards the latter example by adding stat displays to some of them. Now we want to go further in the direction of emblems as a means of exposing achievement. First, we're exposing more stats on emblems and making these emblems more available to players who want to display those stats. For example, the Crucible emblems that advertise wins or KDA can now be obtained directly from Shaxx after 10 Crucible rep packages if you didn't get one earlier. I like that. It's nice to be able to just purchase that, showing that you've actually been playing Crucible. Now you've got the opportunity to buy it. I'm not really partial about buying weapons. That's just me, guys. That's how I got my Raid hand cannon, which I never got it to drop after all that time. I'm glad that I got it, but it takes some of the fun away from it, in my opinion. Not to get off topic, but I just wanted to put that in there. I'm okay with an emblem being purchased. That's a good thing. Okay. We're also deploying a new emblem that advertises your Crucible kills, which are broken down by class, as you can see who finds themselves in your crosshairs most often. Okay, so that's what I'm going to talk about a little bit. So if you look at the emblem here, it shows that you've got lifetime Crucible kills, Hunters defeated, Titans defeated, and Warlocks defeated. And I guess when someone clicks on it, or you can choose which one to display. But in my opinion, I'm okay with this. It's cool and all, but if resources are going to this instead of other things, I think it's kind of you know what I mean? So that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Do you think they should be putting their time into this? Now, I'm not saying they're not putting their time into other things, but maybe if they weren't focused on these emblem changes, maybe that we could have got those things that got moved back to stay where they were, and they would have dropped with these patches in the correct order. What do you guys think about it? I mean, are you just yay, hooray for these emblem changes? Or are you just kind of like me, like I hope they didn't spend too much time or resources putting towards an emblem, which is honestly just an aesthetic, and it's not even armor. It's just, I'm never going to change to this. Why? Because I have the darkness has consumed you emblem. It's awesome looking. I'm never going to change it for a number statistic. Now, I know that there's people out there that chase that, and that's fine. But if someone asks me, hey man, how many, I'll just pull it up and let you see it for a moment and then go back to the one I like. So anyways, second, we're collapsing auras into emblems and removing them as standalone items. This means that existing raid trials and new Nightfall emblems will provide the existing aura effects to players, and future emblems can also roll out new effects. These auras are conditional. For example, you still have to go flawless or do a prestige raid clear to activate them. Some of these auras will also come with the Fire Team bonus. So when they see that aura over you, they know who is giving them that benefit. I kind of like this. I think this is kind of cool about the whole aura thing, and it shows that. But, I guess it's just me because I'm a PvE person. But in the same token, this is still could be something that's potentially putting work in other places where it really didn't need to be. I guess that's what I'm trying to get to. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Okay, and then here, lastly, we're introducing variants to some emblems. If an emblem indicates high achievement and lots of players use it, we didn't want that to mean that everyone looks the same, but we still want achievement emblems to be recognized as such. Variants are being introduced to allow visible achievements without losing the recognizable identity of the emblem. Some variants are unlocked via conditions. The new Crucible Kills emblem unlocks some fun class foe variations after you down 1,000 guardians of that class. Others are drops from sources like destination chests or nightfalls, and some of these might be quite rare. Now, I do like this, but in the same token, it still is, is it viable for them to be putting those resources forward for this? But I do like it. Like I said, I just want to know what you think about it. I honestly prefer this route than like the number. The number's kind of cool, but if you just, had it as where they unlocked it a certain amount, then people would already know, well, oh, that guy's got over 1,000 or that guy's got over 5,000. You wouldn't have to have the number there, but either way. And then here we go for the other part. An example that ties this all together are the new Nightfall emblems. Obtained by completing specific Nightfall strikes. These emblems display your highest personal score in that Nightfall. In the future, we hope to display your clan's highest score too. These emblems have several variants each, which drop from that specific Nightfall, but in some cases only above certain score thresholds, and we expect some to be quite rare. And finally, these emblems enable the purple Nightfall aura as well as a fire team bonus to Vanguard token drops, but only if your personal high score is above a par score. That will start off at a value selected from the internal playtest, but we plan to adjust it based on the community's posted scores each time a Nightfall comes around. So this number could go up or down the bonus threshold. And if you see there, it's got the applies a purple crown and increase Vanguard token drops for you and your fire team in the strike. This is the first round of this new direction. We hope to do more and learn from your response to it. Okay, so as long as this is not taking too much away from us, I think this could be a very good thing. Like I said, I don't want it to take away just a vicious amount of manpower. I think it would just be ridiculous personally. Let me know in the comments down below how you feel about all this. Well guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you have a great afternoon, morning, day, or night. As usual, Cursing Mushroom out.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget, if you really enjoyed this video, you can always subscribe to my channel with the little red bar in the description or comments down below.